Welcome to Shatteredcast Uncut, episode 65. We are 65 years old. We are retired, and our pension has been taken by local corrupt politicians. No, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. Welcome to Shatteredcast Uncut, episode 125. We're 125 years old. We're long dead in the ground, and we have become worm food. But it's a living. Yeah, that'll work. That'll be a good one. Yeah, definitely. Welcome to Shardouts Uncut, episode 200. I really hope they call me. Oh, they only want me on for 10 minutes. Oh, sick burn. Okay. Welcome to Shardouts Uncut, episode 250. We're 250 years old. And we just rose from the dead like a zombie. But we'll come to terms with that. Welcome to Shadowcast Uncut, episode 300. Maybe they'll call me back for this one. No. Oh, okay.
Hey fuckers, it's Friday.
Can't spell shattered without shat or turd.
Like a gut punch to the abdomen.
Some of the funniest shit on the web.
I call it a rock Fred.
I like the cut of your jib, gentlemen.
These five are the only protection we have.
The best part of the show is the genuine Hasbro love.
Good night, folks.
And of course, Pat's weekly farts.
Breaking news. It's very outside of the box.
Hail day.
I love Friday. Bob's Bait and Tackle, now carrying Hasbro.
They truly are your favorite podcast.
Thoughts, prayers, likes, and shares.
From A to B.
Shatteredcast Uncut. Is that you?
When are you going to bring Larry back?
My favorite Star Wars podcast.
Shatteredcast Uncut.
Complete fuckers. Podcast is intended for mature audiences only, and its sole purpose is to entertain. If it doesn't fit with your sensitive sensibilities, please feel free to turn it off now and
Shut the fuck up, Chip.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Shattercast Uncut, episode 305. 305, and we're not talking about the Miami area code. We're talking about being 305 years old and enslaving mankind. I'm your host, Oscar Alonso, and I am just like heroin, baby. After the first time you try me, you're just going to keep trying till you get feeling like the first time. Yay!
Chasing that dragon.
Dragon. Come on, you almost got me. Come on now, you almost got me.
Falcor, yeah.
And joining me tonight is my unruly crew of misfits, the fearsome for themselves, the one and only, the professor, the doctor, the guy who fixed my broken eye gear Skywarp oh so many years ago, the one and only T2 RX6. Justin, how you doing, buddy?
I am doing well. How about you?
All right, dial it back. You're at a 12, man. I need you at like a 5.
I had to turn it up. You know, you came back, and I have to match the energy and make sure the listeners can hear me.
Wow, my eardrums are bleeding, but I got an erection, and that is what I call a victory. Okay? And coming up right behind him, giggling like a happy little Care Bear, everyone's favorite little love and cuddles and snuggles and bears and shares, oh my, the one and only Popeye sandwich. The only guy I know that went to Popeyes to get a sandwich and did not get into a fight because they all looked at him and said, oh man, we can't do that to him. It's him, the one and only Matthew Creepy Legend Deluxe Baldwin.
Oh Lord, I'm not Creepy Legends, first of all.
Yeah, you are.
Hey there, everybody. How y'all doing?
And coming up next, he's my favorite little spoon, and he's yours. He's also overruler of many Facebook groups, and his favorite phrase is face down, ass up. That's the way he likes to look. The one and only Greg Ford Mercy.
Oh, God, what did I do?
25 Bitcoin. Right, good times had by all.
Bitcoin's nice.
And I saved this lovable giant of a man for last. He's everyone's favorite. I love the fact that his Skype icon is still a freaking ambulance.
Mm-hmm.
He's like the Flash when it comes to an accident scene or a slip and fall in the 5 boroughs of New York. The one, the only, Mr. Robert D.
Hello, everybody. Shout out to not having to host anymore. Woohoo!
Yeah. Praise Thanos in his name. I hit the button. I'm sorry. It's just that Soul Stone is so just begging it. Yeah.
Man, there's going to be at least 2 people in the comments going to be like, oh, thank God that guy's not hosting anymore.
Yeah, there will be. Yeah.
Yep, you know it ahead of time. Fuck you guys.
I doubt they'll have time to make those comments. They're probably hanging themselves and masturbating as we speak. It's called the Las Vegas Special.
That's a good time, man. That's a good time.
Damn right. Goddamn right. Like
pictured swinging and like trying to type on the upswing. Another key.
Almost got it. I've almost got it.
Let's just state for the record, in about less than 5 minutes, I took this podcast from rated G to rated NC-17. Go Oscar.
Go Oscar.
Yeah. Go Oscar.
Glad to have you back, man. Really glad to have you back.
Oh, well, it's nice to be back. I just, if you can hear that, those are sounds of a lot of angry nerds hitting unsubscribe.
It should have been me.
It was our third choice.
You called me back.
Oh, man, our third choice, man. Be proud.
He's gonna do more serious.
No, I'm just kidding. You know he's our first. Come on now.
So, yeah, it's been a while. You know, there were a few nights where I just curled up into a fetus position and cried like a big old baby girl. And then my wife would come in,
one does,
and she would sigh and she'd say, "I married this." And I'd say, "Yeah, you did.
You did.
Get over here. You comfort me."
She was like, "What happened? Another pre-order hit?"
On our American Express, and suddenly I get shit looks for the rest of the week. I'm like, I'll sell it for twice what it's worth, babe. It's X-Transbots.
That's awesome. I'll sell it for twice what it's worth. It's only $5. It costs $5.
It's bad cute. You don't understand.
You don't understand the re-release of War Dog, babe. Right?
War Dog.
Re-release of War Dog. You know what breaks my heart the most is booting up the Skype recorder. The last thing I recorded was back in 2016.
Wow.
2016. Dude, those were like, I could say it now because it's been a year since I left there. I used to work for AT&T call center, so I don't have to worry about legal ramifications. So stories to come.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So yeah, let's go ahead and get the ball rolling with. Did anybody get anything, Matthew?
I finally found the Walgreens Ratchet from Siege. I picked that up. Yeah, it took forever. I mean, everybody else was getting in. I was like, man. So I finally found that one.
Is that the movie verse one? Is that the green?
No, it's a repaint of Ironhide, which is I'm going to go ahead and say it, and I don't care what everyone thinks. I think it's pretty neat. I think it's beautiful.
Yeah,
well, I like Ironhide because why not, Chip? You're a fucking idiot.
I know. And they fixed the flap. You know, they fixed the flap on the legs. It's a lot tighter on mine. I don't know about everybody else.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So it's a lot better.
I feel like Ratchet, they always miss it. They should always have him just obscenely utilizing ratchet joints, like everywhere possible.
Hard ratchet joints.
And when he appears in a cartoon, he needs to be voiced by a very heavy-set woman that goes,
Ratchet hose.
I'm going to break your nose, motherfucker. I ain't playing.
And he just throws ratchets at people. That's his weapon.
Especially while they're driving their kids to school by pops.
So yeah, I found that guy. I got in
that chicken sandwich.
I got in the New Age Megatron, the toy version. I got that in. Nice. I got the hold on, what else? I got the APC, the Prime, Optimus Prime. I think Greg picked it up too. The Voyager Prime. He's I guess they call it knockoff, whatever, and he's got some extra stuff and everything. Version? No, it's not upscale.
I'm actually playing with it right now.
Okay, it's not upscale. It's about the same scale as the other one, right?
Yeah, it's the same size.
Okay.
It's just got a little better paint. It's like the Takara paint, just with some extra.
Yeah, extra hands and stuff and all that stuff.
Extra paint apps, and his abdomen looks like a Sharkcon.
Oh, nice! I'm looking forward to getting that. Looking at that. I also picked up the Toy World. The Bumblebee, one of the Bumblebees, and I got Bulldog. That guy was in the movie for like 5 minutes. And the only reason why I got these is because the Build-A-Figure is Starscream. So I got two pieces of, I got the arm and I think a leg, I think.
So Toy World is doing a series of figures that comes with pieces that becomes a Build-A-Figure.
Yes.
And does that transform?
Yes.
Yes. Starscream will transform, yes.
I got a little boner action going on right now.
Yeah. Interesting.
So,
did you get that Did you get that little Starscream head? That little thing with the
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about? The little Headmaster Starscream that came with the
Headmaster from X2 Toys? I have not. I don't think it's been released yet. He came with a Jet. They also did a Jetfire too, or Skyfire. But I'm looking for those. But I don't think it's been released yet. But I know what you're talking about. X2 Toys, I think is what they're called. Yeah. So, that's it. That's all I got this week.
Okay. What about you, Robert? What'd you get this week?
Oh, I was just writing it down because I didn't want to forget anything. I haven't been on since TFCon. I got a Bobby blanket. That was actually, I won't rehash TFCon, but one thing I did enjoy doing there was I stood by his table and I was going, Bobby Skullface over here, Bobby Skullface over here, and he would get so embarrassed, and I just kept doing it. It was a lot of fun. It was a good time. But so I got a Bobby blanket. I also got him a shitty, I don't even know what it was. It was a Beast Wars bison or a buffalo, and its entire spine opened up into like a bazooka. Matt
Skull Crusher?
Yeah, I have them.
Yes.
You mean Optimus Primal or Big Convoy?
No. It was a Beast Wars Neo. I think it was either Beast Wars 2 or Beast Wars Neo. I know the STASIS LOCK guys will correct me, but it's one. I have them. I think it's Bone Crusher. It's Bone Crusher's name of it.
Okay. What else? I got New Age on Justin's recommendation. I got New Age Jazz and New Age Ratchet and Ironhide. And they're I haven't opened. I can't believe it. I've been so busy. I haven't even opened up the Ratchet and Ironhide yet. And
oh man, first world problems. We're sorry.
I know, that's how I feel right now. I'm like, my office is so cluttered. I've got Fans Toys boxes all around me of like duplicates. Exactly. Like
Dude, open the Ironhide and Ratchet. I think you're gonna like them. The transformation is neat, especially the legs. The way they did it.
The New Age Jazz gave me a bad first impression because the instructions are in reverse. He comes in vehicle mode, and the instructions go from. I'm like, I don't have Justin's brain. I can't work like this.
That is true.
And I'm like, this isn't fun.
This is true.
I'm sure if I had the instructions the other way, I would do it. And if I watched your review, I probably would have to do it too.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh, this is easy. It's a Legends. And I'm like, this isn't easy.
It's a fun transformation.
I got that Jiangxing. I think it's Jiangxing, right? The Transmetals 2 Megatron.
Oh yeah, that big old bastard.
Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you. The it's beautiful, and it's interesting standing him next to the masterpiece Beast Wars Megatron, and I figure that is actually the proper size for him now as he upgraded. The scale wise, because the Perfect Effect is the same height as the Beast Wars Megatron, and I guess that's not right. But I like the aesthetic on the Perfect Effect one more. It's more robotic, but this is really good though. This is like an MP. If it's going to look like it walked off the screen, it's this. And I'm excited about that. What's that one that's coming out, Matt? The
Iron Factory?
No, the
no, it's oh shit.
Tigerhawk.
God damn it, Tigertron. No, not Tiger. Yeah, Tigerhawk.
Yeah, let me know how that goes, because the original toy was a fucking mess.
Well, this is going to be beautiful, probably. I mean, if this is any indication of that, I mean, it's probably going to be beautiful. Who knows?
Yeah, I think it comes out
3 years to do this, though. That's the thing. Like, companies that just come out swinging and they really hit a grand slam. They don't have the pressure of a demand, so they can kind of do it on their own timeline. It's more of a passion project. But then when they're like, okay, this is now a business. I would assume that they're under more pressure to get something out quicker, and I assume their second figure will be more of a test of how they operate as a business in terms of producing something consistent with their prior release. So I wish them well. I think it's beautiful.
It comes out next year, I think, the second quarter.
I doubt it. This thing took. We saw this prototype. Didn't we see this prototype at TFCon the year before?
I think so.
And then
it's been a year since I think they announced it a while back too. Black Arachnia can come out too. I think it comes out the end of the month. So
Black Arachnia comes out next week.
Next week, yeah. So that's good.
Is that the one where the guy was recording himself like squeezing the boobs?
Mm-hmm.
No, that's the Legends
element. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm sure that will happen though.
Do you think that company that did RC's boobs is going to come out with like boobs?
They probably fucking will, man. It'll look like milk duds for nipples.
I'm ready for that one for it's called Nice. I forgot the name of the company that's coming out, but it looks really good. Boobs.
What do you mean?
It's pronounced nice.
Oh, the RC.
Yeah, the RC.
Like
he knew what I meant. He knew what it was then when I said nice. Then he knew.
That's Matthew Deluxe Baldwin, connoisseur of tentacle porn.
Yes.
You know he is. You know he is.
Yeah, he is.
But,
what else,
What else? Oh, also at TFCon, right? Matt, I love walking around the floor with Matt. It is so much fun because he loves with Matt is extremely knowledgeable, because he's his hands in everything, and like it really is a lot of fun. And I think we were walking by, what was this the MMC table, and they had or ages 3 and up or whatever, and they had the 3A or 3-0 Prime, and Boris let me, handle
Boris?
it. Is it, Boris from ages 3 and up? He was up on the shelf. I said, "Can I handle that?" And I couldn't believe how beautiful this Prime is, And I collect flame toys, and that stuff is $400 a pop. This is $200, and it's hands down same quality. It's gorgeous. The articulation, like when you give him an ab crunch, the back of the bot reveal like it curves. It's like it looks like this robot that is also anatomically correct. It's beautiful. So that inspired me to, all right, I got to get this Bumblebee, and so I got the 3A Bumblebee. It's really hard of resisting, the impulse to just go all in, and I'm really resisting it because like that Blitzwing isn't really Blitzwing in my book just because they called him Blitzwing in the movie. So I know it's a beautiful figure, but I know my collecting in the past, when I get something just because it's beautiful, it collects dust, and it turns out to be a waste of money for me personally because I put it in a bin. But if they end up coming out with the G1-ish characters from Cybertron, I'll probably get those because they did look like the characters we remember. The Seekers and Soundwave and Ravage and the Autobots and stuff. Yeah. I would collect those. But so I got the 3AB, and then last week I pre-ordered 4 Sola Chijoken Dairuger, vehicle Voltron, right? Jesus. And I had ordered one from Japan, one of those 4, and that one came last week, right? Mm-hmm. And I got to tell you, it's nowhere near as good as the Go Lion. It's not. It's a little disappointing. I mean, it looks nice standing on the shelf next to Go Lion, but the articulation's a little weird. There's less articulation than they could have had in the bot. There's really frail bits, and like where the Voltron, the accessories really felt like a gem. And you wanted to put them on the display stand. They were painted and stuff. These accessories feel kind of cheap. So I immediately regretted having 4 on pre-order.
What are you going to do with the other 3? What are you going to do with the other 3?
I canceled my BBTS pre-order, and I canceled my Amazon pre-order.
Oh, good.
So if anybody's listening to this, check Amazon. There's definitely one in stock now. You should check.
You just shit on it and said, but go check it out in stock if you want it.
No, I mean, the other pre-order was through eBay.
It's probably like the way I see it, based on what Robert's saying, and this is having other experience myself. The Soul of Chigoken, like the Power Rangers things, like the Megazord and stuff, like they're fine. They're better than what's come before it, but like they're nowhere near as good as the regular Voltron, the Lion Voltron. Like they're nice, but like that Voltron, something they did about it is just way better than anything else.
Yeah, and I think people will argue, like, maybe they really feel that way, but there'll also be people, I think, that are coming from a place where they spend so much money on it, they need to justify it, and it is a really good piece still, but compared to the Go Line, like, he doesn't have a double-jointed elbow, it doesn't even come up to 90 degrees, and there is no excuse for it, because there's nothing else going on at that part. They just didn't cut it to give him 90 degrees. They could have given him a cut there, or put in an extra joint. They just didn't. It's like little things like that. You're like, why? And actually, like the ratchets, like it's weird. Some connecting ports have locking mechanisms and release buttons. Other connecting ports, like they don't have release buttons. And but the shoulders, the arm connecting ports, no locks, nothing. They just go in. You can pull them right out. It's so like, why? And like if you articulate the arm up too high, you end up pulling the arm out, and it has ratchets in it in the shoulders, and they're super soft, super weak, and like one of my arms is so loose and floppy, it's just like, and you're like, well, that's just the ratchets they put in there. It's like kind of like crappy rat meat. But you'll hold his arm up, but if you breathe on it, he'll go, come down. But hey, maybe that's just my copy. I'll know when I get my other one, because I am one of my pre-orders. I will be coming in, but I certainly am not going to have 4. I only have 2 now. Thank God.
Oh, I smell a giveaway or a waffle.
No.
Waffle.
No waffle in this one.
No
but
waffles?
Hey, words out. I'm not the only one who. There's another gentleman. I don't know his name, but I was in a chat with him and TJ, because I thought TJ got his, and I wanted to know if maybe I got a bum copy. But this other fellow, he has the same exact problems as mine does. So it's like, it just seems like it's just not such a good figure. So a lot of people spend a lot of money on this.
Why don't you take yours and I'll take that Go Lion, and we could do a mega waffle.
Ooh,
we could do all you could eat waffle. And we'll just sell spots, just unlimited spots.
Y'all just making me hungry right now.
$50 a slot, unlimited slots.
50 bucks.
And we'll just pick a number between 1 and 5,000.
But you know what? To be honest, I was inclined not to even voice my opinion on the figure, because I had all these pre-orders with the intent to sell. And if I crap on the figure, that's going to affect my own value. Recently, like
spoken like a true fan toys collector.
Right, but it's just dishonest. It's just dishonest. Instead, I canceled 2 pre-orders that I could cancel, and I'm sure people out there still want the figure. It's not terrible. It's just nowhere near as good as Go Lion. So that's that. And I believe that is all that I got.
Woo! 20 minutes later. Yeah.
Right. I also got an Instant Pot.
Nice. Instant Pots are awesome.
Those are pretty cool.
Yep. It's a great way to cook. And that's it. And my daughter got sick. She got hand, foot, and mouth. And that was really fun. About a week and a half of her being sick. That's about it.
Nice.
Have you tried making macaroni and cheese in your Instant Pot yet?
No, I'm trying to use it for healthy things. Like put in for dinner 4 frozen chicken breasts, season them up. 15 minutes later, it was delicious. Just delicious, fully cooked chicken. So it's pretty cool. I don't want to do.
All right, good stuff. Sorry about that. Pulled an Antoine. Phone rang. Justin, what'd you get this week?
I got nothing.
Yay!
Okay.
Good times, right?
Yeah.
I got an Oscar back on my show.
Yeah.
That's pretty huge.
Mm-hmm.
That's far from MP, though. I'm more like the rescue bots class.
He loves you then.
Easy to work with. Fun.
Gong. Matthew, what'd you get this week?
I'll still forget to put the feet down.
I went first, man.
Well, you did. That's right. Greg.
Yeah.
Kit's in the room right now, so I can't really tell everything I got.
He's got things, right? Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
In front of.
I know, it was a joke. Okay, she's gone. I got the thanks to some people that looked out for me and helped me out. I got the screencast of Prime to go with my knockoff Prime, the APC Prime, and that's really about it.
All right.
But did she walk back in the room?
No, I was just joking. I did open my NECA Ninja Turtles. Pretend like those were brand new.
Ninja Turtles.
You know what I did not get this week? I did not subscribe to Disney. I did not subscribe. I mean, people are like, you can watch all of the Star Wars movies and all the Marvel movies now. I'm like, I already bought those on Amazon. Like where's the incentive?
I watched
I know, and it costs a whole free $3 for a week, and then it's $6 something after that. Can you believe that? They want $6.99.
Balls on those people. I'm trying to Disney
for like
Plus
500 shows.
I watched Mandy Moore last night. It was pretty good. I liked it.
Lord, I believe that.
I bet their goddamn stock's going to go down like 50% in a day.
Yeah, I hope so. Hey, Oscar.
Yeah.
What have you gotten the past 3 years, man?
Yeah.
Or what'd you get this past week?
Here's what I'll tell you I got recently that's worth mentioning. I completed my refractor camera.
Oh, nice.
Siege Line. Yay.
Were you hunting? You were hunting it?
I was. It was fun. Yeah,
because it was super case and you had to wait for the other one to find another one.
Yeah, but I stumbled across the last one at a Walgreens. So I got lucky there.
My Walgreens has more Transformers than my Walmart.
That's
it's pretty bad.
and it's the freaking like red alert wave too. So it's like, yeah. And then I did go knuckle deep in with the X-Transbots Stunticon set, so I'm waiting on a Gravedigger to come out.
You're not getting the fans toys?
No, God no. Look, for those that like the fans toys, that's fine. It's just not my bag. You know, I don't like to rag on them. I think their Wild Rider looks fucking awesome. Their breakdown looks okay, but you know, I like the fact that my breakdown's color scheme is I don't know. It looks like something a serial killer would choose at a car dealership. You know, and that color scheme is Caucasian.
Looks ice creamish.
Yeah, so I don't know. I'm happy with the X-Transbots. I love Flip Out and Death Wish. They're two of my favorite in the entire set so far.
Mm-hmm. It's a good set.
And then of course I got my. I took like every Sunday I pick my mom up to go take her shopping for the week, and we went to Walmart, and she's like, "Oh, I got you a surprise," and she got me the Siege Impactor.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, which was pretty nice of her, and I was like, "Oh, that's adorable."
They got an add-on kit for that too, for the filling for the leg fillers and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because I don't know why they did that. It makes no sense. Transforming it had nothing to do with it, so it was just a cop out. But yeah, they have a third party add-on kit for that.
I'll jump on that then if it's.
Oscar, who was that? You did that toilet selfie giving a thumbs up today. Was it a relative of yours that was like, "What is wrong with you?"
Yeah, that's my sister.
What is wrong with you?
That is my
me peeking under there was pretty good. I thought that was pretty funny. So that was pretty funny. I knew Robert's gonna do something.
I just had your voice in my head, Matthew, going, "Hey, buddy, what's going on?" Everything.
Well, Robert. I'm sorry. It was Extra Zero that did it, but I thought Robert might do something.
I did do something.
Yeah, you did.
He did. He put my face on my thumb.
Yeah, but I thought me peeking underneath was pretty funny.
Hey, let's do some size comparisons.
He would be.
Want a 4-time and chill, big guy, when you're done?
Is your penis in my mouth?
What you doing?
Hey, shout out to Kuma-san, who's like, for some reason, I give you a thumbs up right to the phone. But talking about things that are still things, maybe. Our first subject here for third-party news. Maki Toy is showing off their cross-dimension Rider Galactron.
God, what's this? 4 years?
I just wanted to say that even Make Toys was so excited that Oscar was coming back. They brought back something that from when Oscar was on the show the last time.
That was
brought it back into circulation.
I took a photo. No, I think I sent you, Matthew, or I think it was you, Matthew. I sent you the photo of this because I saw this in person at TFCon in Toronto when I went up there with Big John Gibbons.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, man, that's how long that's been. It's like, are you fucking...
Yeah, that's been a minute.
It's been a minute.
That was when Rekgar came out.
Yeah. And, this is something, a very IDW-ish style helmet on him.
I like the cross-dimension stuff. I have a couple things of them, and I was really looking forward to the Galvatron when they showed it, in TFCon.
He's going to be huge, though, man.
Yeah. But
so it's like, why is he like such a big old bitch?
I just don't know why they're still. I mean, this is they're not showing any color pics of it. They're just still showing the same pics they had 5 years ago or 4 years ago. It's like, why even? Like,
I figure, look, rather than probably, I would just assume, given the way their situation's been, this is a mold they already paid for, so they just have to put it into production, And I don't know what the hell happened with their cone heads. But, they're going to pump those out and pump this out and then probably try to get back on their feet, maybe. I can't see them releasing anything new or paying for new designs until they've, got moved on from some of the older stuff.
Well, like jumping in and out of the fandom and being a certified lurker in a lot of these posts. Like, I remember their Sunstorm hit people's homes and people were complaining of it not being assembled.
Yeah.
Altogether. Just screws being missing.
Yeah, it's been a big problem for Make Toys as of late. A lot of things have gone wrong for them.
Like I bought my Make Toys Thundercracker from the Chosen Prime, and just to find out that the pins that the wings are on, they slid right out. Wow. And then the nose cone that rests on his back, that just fell off one day. And
it easily falls off too. And they also, their other one didn't make the Hot Link, the purple one, the crowdfund or whatever. That didn't make also because I think the Sunstorm was so trashy that nobody supported it. I think only like 100 people supported it, and so it didn't make. So yeah, Make Toys. I don't know, man. I want their cone heads because I don't have any cone heads. I want the rest of their damn headmasters also. So I mean, I'll get this one if it finally comes out. I'll probably get this because I do like the cross dimension.
Well, unless they remove their middle name being Skip a Step and freaking put their nose at a grindstone, they'll probably pull it off.
Hope so.
I miss the old days of Utopia and Pandanus. I mean, they're still solid, beautiful figures. They really
I miss
are.
the old days. If you say you had like 6 cases in your apartment of Utopia, you're hoarding them.
I just had one. I had Dystopia, but I sold that at NJCC a long time ago.
Oh, yeah, you did. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
All right.
I never got my Dystopia.
Yeah, Make Toys. Come on now. Let's get that stuff out. Get Dirge out. Come on.
Yeah, I'm definitely waiting for Dirge. I was disappointed to hear it was canceled.
Well, that cancel got pushed back.
Not canceled. It got recalled. That's what I meant to say.
Yeah.
So, but whatever.
Hopefully the end of the month.
Do you think one of the retailers opened it up and said, "Yo, this is still shit"? We're gonna have a ton of returns.
Possibility. I mean, Chosen Prime had one that on a display at TFCon, but I think that's been displayed last year too. I think that's the one that made the rounds to some of the reviewers and stuff. And so, I mean, there's a possibility that they could open it up and said, this ain't gonna,
It's weird, man. And they have their own factory, right?
I think so.
Make Toys? Yeah.
That's just weird. Wow.
Yeah. What we got next?
Up next is our little mini mitts here for a little third-party add-on for LG God Genrai Prime, where he has articulated hands now that rotate.
So the thing about this that like strikes me as a little bit weird is like the paint and stuff on the hands is so much different than the rest of the figure. Like,
it's shiny.
Yeah, it doesn't work. Like,
yeah, it's got
it needs to be the same color as Prime's head, but like it looks totally different.
Yeah, because you tell from the leg. Yeah, look at the legs. On that pic, the third one. I don't know which one, everyone, but where he got hands down and then got the blue legs. Yeah, that's too shiny to the legs.
His right hand looks the same, but the left hand looks lighter.
That could be also lighting too. I mean, it looks like it's a little darker on that side too.
Look, I hate to be a killjoy here. I was never a fan of this mold to begin with. It kind of upset me that in America we had the Power Master Prime, and then Japan got the Super Genrai, and just two completely. Like, I understand the whole the Japanese always had better paint jobs, and that's cool. But it's like such a staggering difference in the realm of like feet alone. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like it just like.
Yeah. This is Top Returns. Isn't this Top Returns?
Yeah, it's Top Returns.
I mean, it's cool. I mean, if you want this, but how long has Top Returns been out of? It's been 3 years at least now since you were on, probably.
I'm glad it's made because there are people out there that love this mold, and now they have the opportunity to make it. I think this will make it better, but I think in an aesthetic sense, it's not going to work because of the paint difference that you could easily see in the photos that we provided in the link in the show notes every time.
You can hold a sword now. Yay! It's cool if you want it. That's all that matters.
And then coming up next, look, we were talking about it earlier. TF Element Horny Tiger.
Horny Tiger.
So, I doubt that's its name.
I don't know. I wouldn't put
it's T-Beast Bumblebee.
Hornets Tiger. So
this is weird that TF Element, man, I don't know what they're doing, but they gave us a Prime, and then they're going to Beast Wars Legends, and now they got this, which I thought when I first saw this, I thought it was DX9 because I know they've already I got their hot rod and everything. So I thought this was DX9, going along with their animal stuff, Beast Wars stuff and everything, but it's not. It's TF Element, and I think this is going to be. It looks MP scale, so I think it's going to be around that scale. It's just weird. I think this is supposed to be Bumblebee. It is.
Yeah, but it's
I don't know what they're doing. TF Element is all over the place. They're really going. I don't know.
Braggers, what's your thoughts on this? Because you gave the creative headline for this. Greg.
Thank you, Greg.
Good job. Thank you for your insightfulness.
No, I'm serious. What are your thoughts on this?
I'm thinking. Oh. God, it looks like a Big Lots original. It's like Big Lots Toys and Tuesday Morning got together over
Tuesday morning.
all-you-can-eat waffle, and
fried chicken with that waffle too. Yeah.
This is like like MMC Predaking, in terms of just aesthetics. I feel which isn't necessarily a bad thing if you like that. There's a lot of people who collect. I think it's gonna be chug scale. You don't think? You think it'll be MP scale?
It could be chug scale. I don't know. I don't look Legends, but it could be chug. I mean, it could be MMC. Like I said, I really thought it was DX9. It looks like it's DX9. Is TF Element maybe DX9? They went away and changed their name. I mean, I don't know.
The only DX9 stuff we see now is Stunticons, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
well, like their prototype images for this have it looks like the Bumblebee face, the G1-ish type of face based on the original T-piece designs. And then it has like I guess a helmet that slides in front of it that gives it that movie B appearance, like the
he's got the hammer.
Look at photo 3. I mean, it's like, come on. Like, look at his paws. It's like they're like hanging on plastic cups.
It looks like a really fucked up Zoid. And no disrespect to the Zoid fans out there.
That's good. Yeah, I can see that. I don't know. We'll see. I'm getting their Beast Wars stuff. I love the Legends, so I don't know about this stuff, but we'll see. Just a weird kind of a.
Yeah, I can't imagine. I mean, maybe they're assuming because it's Bumblebee, it's a cash grab.
Maybe,
but I don't think it's that simple.
The head looks really weird. Like the actual head of Bumblebee, it almost looks like Deadpool Bumblebee.
Oh, yeah, it does a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe they'll repaint it red, and you can get a nice little cliff jumper.
Yeah. I could see
what
that.
are they going? Are they going for the last night? Because he's got the hammer, just like he had the hammer in the movie. So is that where they're going with? But he's in a beast form. It's like, I don't know. I don't understand. But
it's the last night of the museum.
Oh, nice. Okay, I get it now. Okay.
Boobs.
Hello, boobs.
That's sending comes off. All right, so what's next?
Up next is Zeta Toys Pioneer.
What?
So this is another Bumblebee. This is their movie because, like we said, Zeta is very petty when it comes to Toy World.
Toy World, yeah.
It's like they used to date, now they broke up, and like, nah, we're cool.
Mm-hmm.
We're cool. Turns her back, fucking bitch.
I'll show you, bitch. I'm gonna put out all your shit.
But Toy World did the same thing?
They're going to.
Yeah, they've been doing movie bots.
Yeah.
No, but is this a Toy World mold?
Not yet. I don't think Toy World's introduced. They got the MP. They got the Prime coming out, which looks really good actually. But they have not done a Bumblebee yet, I don't think. But they're doing the movie stuff. This is the movie style. He's got the hammer. He's got the sword, the battle mask, and everything. And
it looks pretty good.
Yeah. Are we bored? Are we boring you, Robert? Are you okay?
Robert's always
myself.
Anybody in on this? Anybody want to get a Zeta Bumblebee?
It's tempting. It really is tempting.
I'm going to get a hard pass on this one.
Oh, so you'll get it. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I mean,
Justin's
I'm just not into the movie stuff like that, you know? It's just like...
Justin's referring to when he walks by a shelf.
Uh-huh. I pass.
When he says hard pass.
Mm-hmm. Very true, Greg. No, but like, I mean, the thing is about this, like, what bothers me most about this is the fact that I feel like Zeta really should just be focusing on, like the G1 and the combiners. Like, why are you, why devote anything to the movie at this point? Let the other companies have their little piece of the pie, so to speak, and then, you work on what you're working on. Because I just don't see the reason to do this.
Well, the clock is ticking, right?
Yeah.
Because they set the standard with combiners, but the competition's catching up. You got DX9, X-Transbots, Fans Toys. They're all coming up, and they're coming up fast. And if any of those combiners are as good or better than Zeta, they just lost a lot of money.
As soon as that happens is the moment that nobody ends up buying your other stuff anymore, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. That's a good point. Yes.
Well, I was just going to say I have one, possibly two words, depending on your sensibilities. Toy World. Because they're knees deep in the movie stuff, right? Mm-hmm. So I think they're probably trying to throw a little dig at them. Because, I mean, pretty much everything they put out, Toy World's got coming out is a version of that Bumblebee.
Yeah, but just like Justin said, stop being petty and worrying about Toy World. And stop worrying about what Toy World's doing, and put your stuff out. You know, get some more combiners out. Put that. You know, when's the next combiner coming out? We've seen some of their Trainbot, but that's not going to be around till probably next year. Man, they need to start putting out like Defensor, Copytron. You know, they need to put that stuff out because that's what people want. People love the Superion and the Bruticus. You know, they want more. It's weird they went with the Trainbot, but you know, Raiden. They should have went with Defensor. I think a lot of people would love a Defensor. I would love a Defensor, a Computron, or a Abominus or something.
It's almost as if like the ship starts sinking, right? The Toy World ship starts sinking, and the Toy World falls in the water, and Zeta jumped in and just tried to. They're trying to drown them. They got their head down, and they're not swimming to shore, and they're going to drown themselves.
Yeah. You know? Like, stop worrying about Toy World. Just go on with your own stuff. You know, stop. Come on now.
Sometimes the best revenge is to succeed. Mm-hmm. You know?
Yeah, but everybody's talking about the Fans Toys one. Everybody's talking about the DX9 ones, and everybody's talking about MMC now. Like,
yeah, but what reveals have we seen from Zeta though in terms of combiners? They went away.
There was a Predaking, and then there was.
Yeah, they showed the Predator King, but you know, just pictures. They haven't shown anything. You know,
it was a tease, right? We've seen more from Toy World from their Predator King than we have from Zeta.
They actually have, they got stuff out. Two of them almost ready to go out, I think.
I think they should finish the constructor set.
we need some more repaints.
They have another one. They have one coming out. I think the original. One that came out, but it's a box set now.
No, I want a box.
This one's called the perfect version. It took him 10 tries.
Oh, it's the perfect.
I want a box set of all of the Toy World constructors.
Oh my God, that would be a huge box.
You would buy the limbs in box sets. So you would buy like 8 scrappers and 8 bone crushers and 8 long hauls.
That's a lot. Cool. That's a lot of Devastators.
Yeah,
I do need to get another set. I wish they'd stop putting them out. Somebody else would make one so I can get another Toy World from cheap.
Meanwhile, they stopped. They never made like the fillers. Like they never bothered to re-release the waist fillers and then different head, the G1 head.
Mm-hmm.
Like all the waist fillers, but they come with the sets now, right?
Yeah,
they did a couple runs of the waist fillers and for both colors, I think.
Yeah.
I never got it. I missed the boat. I like my IDW style one anyway, or Dreamwave.
I could have gotten you a set if I'd known you needed the fillers. I could have gotten you a set.
You told me to go fuck myself.
Well, I didn't think you were serious.
You can message him good morning. He'll probably respond to that. In all fairness,
I like him the way he looks. Now he looks different because everybody's got the fillers and the G1 head. Mine looks special now.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, this Bumblebee looks pretty good if you ask me. If you're into it, I think it looks pretty good.
You know,
it's all right.
It looks all right. I mean, the movie thing is in my bag.
Oh.
You know, but sometimes you just have to remind people that I wear the pants in this goddamn family and the shirt too. Of course, we are looking at DX9's Motormaster, also known as Capone.
Also known as the whole robot.
Yeah, you gotta keep me alive, cop up. That's right. That sounds like a vaudeville producer, but Here's what I was talking about earlier: is that he gets square in the back.
Which photo is this? Hold on. Do you see the photo of him with Swindle under him?
Like he's crapping him out.
He's like, instead of Soundwave ejecting his tapes from his chest, shakes them out.
Oh my God!
Swindle attack.
So they're basically doing.
Why do I find that funny? I'm almost 40, for the love of God.
Swindle was like, oh my God, I got poo all over myself.
Motormaster attack. Hold on.
Give me a minute. I had raisins.
This one's I had raisins.
So the back is basically what Zeta did, is what they did with the Superion and the Bruticus. They're the main, so the main body or some of it's gonna stick in the back of that hole and everything, just like Zeta and Bruticus did.
Now, is it true this bug was in an episode?
Yes, it was an episode. Yes, in one of those episodes.
It was a weapon?
Yeah, he spread open the wings and it blasted. They had a blast thing or something like that. I forgot which episode. It's been a long time.
You know what? I feel like a lot of judgments being made on this figure, and it's not necessarily fair because I don't think TFCon we saw him, didn't we, with all the limbots attached?
No, that's X-Transbots.
That was X-Transbots. Okay.
Yeah, this one.
It's kind of hard to show them without these mocked up limbots attached, because you're not getting a good sense of the proportions.
Yeah.
Do you think you could shove the power of the Primes, the Optimus Prime, in that empty square back there?
I hope so. It'd be worthless if you didn't.
Just give him some roughage, though. Okay.
The bug also transforms into a gun too.
Yeah.
So they already have. There's some reviews of this fella, and man, he's got a long ass fucking truck.
I don't mind the trailer. Does anybody really mind it being long?
No,
I mean, so when it drives them, I don't see this being an actual thing. Like that is not a 52-foot long trailer.
I mean, who's going to leave it in that mode anyways at this point? Nobody. I don't think
that's
anybody.
A whole lot of trailer that turns into.
It is a whole lot of trailer.
Yeah, I'm still just not. I just don't really care for this. I don't like the truck mode still, and I don't like the trailer. Even I don't know. Like you say, who's gonna keep it in that mode? But I'm one of those people who does occasionally like to switch things back and forth. So to me, that's just an important thing.
You're an idiot.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean, no reason to be sorry. Of course, just saying that,
I'm a dumbass.
It doesn't do anything for me. I like to have that more realistic alt mode, I should say.
Okay. So, Oscar, are you collecting DX9 or X-Transbots?
X-Transbots, man.
Okay.
Yeah, the good one.
They don't look that much different. They really don't.
Well, there's not much you can change in it to show a difference. What Motormaster does look different than the fan. This one does looks different from the Fans Toys one.
Mm-hmm.
Are there Motormaster picks? I don't. Oh, there
they
go.
If you look at they have the Zeta Superion next to the trailer, and then Motormaster standing next to MP10 Prime, and the scaling looks fine. But
tons of picks.
Is it DX9 that redid the Motormaster, or was that X-Transbots?
That's X-Transbots.
Because didn't he look like he was at rollerblades the first time they were showing him off?
Yeah. Yeah. I love rollerblades.
Oh, man. This is that old. That was a couple years ago when they first showed the silhouette, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, remember when silhouettes were a thing?
Yeah, we were talking about that.
I miss silhouettes.
It's been a minute since we got a good silhouettes. Silhouettes.
We should show a silhouette of Oscar on the Shadowcast page. until
I'm all for that.
You could just Photoshop my nose onto Alfred Hitchcock. You basically nailed it.
Is anybody in on the DX? Greg, are you in on the DX9 stuff for moment?
No.
Okay.
It wasn't everyone's beef with the DX9 version. Breakdown was really, really hollow.
Oh, I think everybody was complaining they were too big, weren't they? Until Fans Toys came out and theirs were just as big.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm not even being a jackass. I'm being serious. Wasn't that the beef?
I think so. They were bigger than
a little hollow.
Yeah, there was a lot of complaints on that. So I know I complained, I think, about the DX9 being big, but mine was kind of like that. I wished the cars were the same size as the MP cars. and that had nothing to do with the robot's overall size.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Their cars were bigger. They weren't. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fans Toys mashed it.
Fans Toys somehow did the black magic that made it work.
All I know is this guy shits out robots. That's all I know. I would buy this guy now.
Breaking news.
If you push a button and the robots fall out of his ass, I would buy this.
What if it was an egg and they just cracked out the eggs?
God help you ever go to Japan, Robert, you'd be broke.
The Buddha butt. All right, nice.
So going on to official news,
Yay.
ladies and gentlemen, it's a Roooomah.
It's not a Roomah.
It's a Kuma.
I'm so excited for this shit, man. Oh, God.
I know you were up at like 4 a.m. posting videos about it.
Hell yeah, I was, man. I was happy.
Well, man, I gotta go to class in like an hour. I gotta knock out these 3 reviews and just chicken sandwich review real quick.
Damn right I did.
That's a good piece of chicken.
What's the rumor? What is it?
So we got rumors that Earthrise and movie Masterpiece, we got a movie Starscream and a Ratchet coming from the 2007 movie, which I knew eventually I was going to do those.
Timely.
Earthrise Titan Scorponok, which we already knew that. We saw pictures of that. We got the Voyager Quintesson, and we got the Deluxe Quintessa, which is weird. They showed the placeholder for the picture was the planet. So, and the only Quintessa we've had is from the movie, so I don't know what that's about.
Maybe it's for your ant farm.
Could be. Hopefully. I don't have an ant farm, but
I'm a little interested in this Commander class Skylinks.
Yes. That's gonna be, we also get a deluxe Run-Amok, which we already got the runabout already, so everybody knew that. And Commander class Skylinks, which I'm so excited. My chicken is gonna get replaced. But I'm so excited for Skylinks.
What's the size on Commander class now?
You remember Jetfire? He's
that big.
Class. He's gonna be that big.
Which I have the Siege Jetfire, which I like.
Oh, you mean no? It's Combiner Wars. Oh, Jetfire. I'm sorry. Yes, you do have the you have the Jetfire. Yes,
I have the Siege Jet.
It's beautiful. I love it. It's awesome.
But okay, Commander class, but he's not going to be the same size as Jetfire, because then he'd be just too small again, right?
No, he'll be fine. I think that's a great.
I
wanted this to be Commander class Skylinks the whole time.
I still think that MMC one, even though it's reformatted, is a good size.
Yeah, for Legends, he's perfect. I think this one is good for Legends too.
I haven't even taken that.
I don't. I mean, what? So why would you say that's good for Legends as opposed to like the Siege line? I mean, I'm asking because there's no way the Commander class is going to be bigger than the MMC one.
No, I don't think so. I think you're
right.
It
probably won't be. It probably won't be. But I'm just happy they're making it bigger. I hope they splits too. I hope they split apart also, because the Combiner Wars one didn't split. So I'm hoping this one does, which I think it will.
Yeah.
I think this, excuse me, I'm boring myself again. I think, it's probably going to look good because it's not a complicated figure, so they could probably work on that sculpt. It's probably going to be good and a good toy overall, I think.
It's simple, just like Jetfire. I mean, Jetfire was not, it looks really good, but it's, it's a simple bot.
The transformation's not complicated.
No, not at all.
I just hope it's really 2 Commander class things that combine, as opposed to as a whole, it's a Commander class.
Like that Combiner Wars one was?
Yeah, make it 2 Commander class pieces, and you have to buy each, if anything, and you combine them into a Mega Commander class.
Nice. Yeah, I wouldn't hate on that. That'd be pretty cool. So that's the Roomahs.
It's not a Roomah.
It's a tumor. I'm going to die.
So what I think's interesting about the rumors here is that we've got a lot of information about a lot of things, including the movie Masterpiece, but still nothing for either Beast Wars or G1 Masterpiece.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you haven't heard?
No.
Oh yeah, those are done.
Oh, well, nice.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Those are done.
No, I haven't
that's
heard
the
that.
word that's the word that's been going around Facebook this weekend. I forgot to mention that.
Are you joking,
Matt? When I was laying out the things that people are complaining about. Of course, I'm not joking that people are saying that, but
people are saying that.
I mean, yeah, people are saying that.
I can't imagine it's really done. I mean, they made so much money off of each of these Beast Wars masterpieces. It's crazy.
No. We definitely still have Hound, and stuff to come.
Yeah, we got Hound coming. No. Black Ragnarok.
I want an Inferno. That's what.
But they usually with the Beast Wars and the Masterpiece stuff, we usually get that. We hear those on shows at Japan and stuff overseas. So the next big one that they have, I'm sure they're going to show us something different as far as masterpieces. They usually don't give us like teases on the internet. They usually show stuff at the shows and everything, and conventions and stuff. So it's what they've been doing lately.
I want I would love like every Beast Wars figure that was on the show. Masterpiece. I would love it.
If they don't, I'd like third party to start doing some, maybe Rat Trap and Waspinator, Ronox.
Yeah, but I'm tired of mixing and matching. I feel like it's really difficult to mix, and it's so hit and miss when you mix and match toy lines. You know what I mean? Like companies on your shelf, like because it's wildly inconsistent, and it just ends up looking like you just wanted to fill a cast rather than really have a nice display.
If there's a Waspinator, they need to engineer it. Whoever does it needs to engineer it like a crash test dummy figure.
Oh yeah.
In the 90s, to where like you remember do something and the limbs pop off. Yeah,
that'd be awesome. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, it has to explode. Yes.
I remember the crash test dummies.
It has to come with a voice chip.
Oh, it will, but it'll be in Japanese, so it'll be like.
It'll be like MP44, where you have to hit the thing like 20 times, and all of a sudden it surprises you with English.
And then it explodes.
Surprises you with English.
It turns green.
Well, you know that about your MP44 Prime, right? He does have Peter Cullen's voice. You just have to hit it a bunch of times, and all of a sudden he starts speaking English.
I gotta put batteries on
mine. Like 5 people complaining to us, Justin, that they did that and they broke their fucking MP44. Speaking of,
I heard you have to just put it in the microwave and it'll automatically reset to English.
Oh no! Don't do that.
Speaking of things I saw on Facebook, I also saw somebody say that in their opinion, I'm adding their opinion. They didn't say this was their opinion. They said it pretty much as fact, but their opinion that the crowdfund Unicron has less kibble than a modern masterpiece.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. And it's only like a price. It's only like 1.5 the price, and it's got less kibble.
How's that less
and
kibble?
I was just like, power off. I'm good a bit.
Did your eyes do a full 360?
They rolled so hard they detached from the.
Oh, I did that. I did that thing where I jumped up into my air and the air, and my feet started spinning. I was like,
I just picture Greg with his Kangol hat and mustache doing that. That looks so cute.
Oh, it's not a Kangol hat.
It's a Kangol hat, bro. I don't give a shit what it's called. It's a Kangol hat where I'm from.
You got a goddamn Kangol hat.
Kangol hat.
I got Kankles, man. I'm proud of them. Don't hate me. You fat shaming me?
You goddamn fucking...
You skinny piece of shit. It is go time. But speaking of go time, it is time for Earthrise Wave 1 pitchurs.
They look good, but the only thing that bothers me about this is, like, Jazz is clean, but then I guess kind of it makes sense for Hoist to have, like, I guess, like, scratches on it. It's like he's got the silver streaks, like the whatever the current line is, Siege, which, like, you either like it or you hate it.
Space Goop.
Yeah.
The wear and tear.
Yeah, and like I kind of wish he didn't have that. Like I'm looking at these and, like, for the first time in years, I'm like, I want to find these when they hit the store, and, like, I'm all in, even though, like, I'm like, I really shouldn't be all in. Like, I don't need to buy into another line, but I'm like, I kind of want to buy into another line, And then I see Hoist with the damage. I'm like, yeah, if he didn't have it, it'd be so much better.
I fell for that pancake butt that was called the Siege line. And by pancake butt, I mean you date a girl or a dude, depends which way your fence swings, I don't care. And they're like, wow, I got a nice butt. You take them home, and that thing just droops when the pants come off. And that's how I felt with Siege. With the exception of the Seekers. And I was like, oh, Seeker 3-pack, So I'm looking at this right now, and for once, I really want a hoist. This looks like a little fun little unit. You know, I'm not crazy about that cliff jumper, but then, you know, they mistransform the fuck out of their shit. Hasbro likes to do.
Mm-hmm.
And this Ironworks guy can kindly go fuck off for all I care.
Hey, what is that?
And I think it's a homage to the old Micromaster line.
Yeah, it is.
I think.
I honestly wish they did an MP sound barrier.
I love this shit, man.
Little
I
ramp
love Siege.
turns into a
I love
fucking ramp.
Earthrise. Ironworks is he's one of those I forgot what they're called, where you can take them apart and use them as weapons and stuff. But he actually uses them like a Micromaster based.
Parts former?
Yeah, parts former.
Yeah.
So he was like, Brunt and the other ones and everything. So yeah, you can use him as a little Micromaster base and everything, and it looks pretty cool. I think I like all these.
And that wheeljack, and I'm gonna go call this right now. That wheeljack is a piece of shit.
Really? Why do you think so?
It reminds me a lot of Combiner Wars Breakdown with how freaking hollow those feet are. It just, yeah, I'm getting like Combiner Wars vibes off this. Yeah, I'm not.
Oh, the
I'm
way
really
it transforms. Yeah, the way it transforms.
I'm not feeling that. Like that alt mode is nice, but you know what's nicer? The original Classics wheeljack. So
yeah,
that's kind of like.
Was good. Classic was a great line.
He doesn't have ankle rockers. I'll step back there.
He may be. I think he will have. Actually, he will have them. That bottom part, it maybe swivels down, so he will. I think he'll be able to have an ankle. He'll have a rocker.
And that cliff jumper, man, like, big fan of Casey Kasem. I love that he voiced Cliff Jumper. He voiced Shaggy also, but
spoilers.
Yeah, he's got a little spoiler in his alt mode, and an absurdly large freaking gun.
Have they buried him yet?
Cliff Jumper?
Casey Kasem.
Yes.
I think they finally did. He was was he in an Indian reservation for a while?
Yeah, I mean, it seems like he was above ground for way, way, way too long.
Yeah.
Was his family fighting over him or something like that? Wasn't it?
Oh, those Indian chiefs are probably like, look, just take body. He smelled like old lady fart wrapped in expired bacon. Not good for wolves. The cow cries and the eagle soars.
Someone was like, but it's the last BotCon. Come on. Just give us like a weekend.
He is feeding worms, but at least it's a job.
Oh, really? Take stupid, decaying white man off property. It's creeping out the kids.
All right, what we got next?
Yeah,
Car bomb, yeah.
So moving up next is fuck yo diecast couch.
So this thing, this
licensed Transformers copper statues and figurines by I ain't pronouncing that shit. Let's go.
What I really like is the first actual picture where like all the furniture is either this guy's really small or all the furniture is like super oversized. Like I thought it was a kid, standing next to these things. I'm like, oh wait, this is an older guy, and then
Justin is a 35-year-old fully grown Japanese male.
Exactly. But then like look at the huge chair and then like the little like table thing on the left with. Are those toothbrushes?
Toothbrushes? I think they're toothbrushes.
Is this the Rage Nation?
It's so weird.
It's Japan,
like
Justin.
The picture's weird, man.
You Americans have a very big penis.
The more I look at it, the weirder the picture is.
Are they selling the furniture too?
It almost looks like it.
It's got an Alba symbol. It has an Alba symbol. So yeah, they are.
They do, yeah. Get your very own Optimus Prime chair. Sit like Optimus Prime and feel like Optimus Prime by ordering your own Optimus Prime chair. Available exclusively at BigBadToyStore.com for only $799.99.
Yep, they are definitely selling the chair.
Non-refundable $200 deposit.
Yeah, non-refundable $200 deposit is required upon purchase.
I mean, okay, they don't look like that sound wave's off. Like I can see Starscream being there with Prime and Bumblebee and whatnot, but Soundwave is
a lot shorter than Prime.
These won't display right.
Is that RC next to B?
It's really weird. It is RC next to B.
Oh, it is. Yeah. Wow. Weird.
And then like they have like what's like picture 2 is like they look like those what the hell were they called? The little PVC things. Do you remember them?
Yeah, robot.
Yeah, Heroes of Cybertron.
Yeah.
Yeah, the decoys, right?
This is
there were different ones. It was like Heroes of Cybertron, and then there was
Robot Heroes.
There were a few different, Robot Heroes, and then there was something
I'm
else.
thinking the Heroes of Cybertron. That's the one where like they had to build a figure like Metroplex and Fort Max and stuff.
Yeah, that was
Yeah, and they had like the pewter ones too. You'd get randomly or something.
Yeah,
the pewter colored ones. I mean,
they had clear ones, and they had chase figures and stuff, and
So
I had that Devastator.
Are these posable or are they like statues?
I think they're
statues. They're made out of copper.
Yeah,
I'm gonna guess they're statues.
So crackheads ever are going to take them down here in Florida.
Yeah, they're gonna steal them and try to,
No way, they're not made out of copper.
Yeah, they are. That's what they
said. They're made out of copper.
That's extremely expensive.
You put these outside your house and someone will come steal them like your pipes.
I mean, you're better off melting it down. The money you're paying for these, you melt it down and make wire. Sell the wire. You triple your money.
Triple your money.
That Optimus Prime face is creepy as fuck.
This is so you can get it in like copper version, or you can get it painted too.
Well, some of them are they're copper, but some of them are painted. So they're all supposed to be
some
copper.
are fully painted, some are unpainted as well.
That's what I meant. You could either get it, copper style, or you can get it painted over the copper.
I wonder. You know, Robert, you are right. If these were all copper, that's super expensive. I wonder if they're like going to be a die cast with a copper plating or something.
Or perhaps they're saying it's copper. Excuse me, based on the patina.
Yeah,
that's not fucking copper. Get the fuck out of here, copper. My ass.
If they were copper and they made it wrong, I would buy 20 of them and turn them into crack pipes and just hand them out for free, and just laugh. Just so I knew.
Throw them in the middle of a homeless people encampment and watch them just go at it with one another until
just to know that somewhere in Columbus, Ohio, there's a crackhead smoking crack out of rung. I'd pay $500 for that.
No way.
I wouldn't really.
We're done with the news.
We're done.
That is the news.
Oh shit! I forgot to take this out of the discussion area. I don't know why it was in discussion anyway, but
that's fine. We got one question. We got a question we can read, and I gotta head out.
Oh, Mr. Fancy Pants, you got some AdSense to make, huh?
Oh, I got
Mr. Hardstop.
You got like 3 or 4 more shows to do.
He's got 6 pounds of Popeyes macaroni and cheese. He's got to review, you ignorant son of a bitch.
No, I gotta go.
No, he's hey man, you gonna get them copper Optimus Prime?
All right, let's read the question.
All right, let's read the question. Dear SCU crew, do each of you still make Christmas lists, or are we supposed to grow out of that someday? Do you expect that there will be any Transformers on your list this year? By MP Collector, #1 SCU fanboy.
Wow.
Got to see him at TFCon. That was really nice.
Yeah, good guy.
And Yule showed up. It was really a nice surprise seeing Yule.
Yeah.
Oh, it's always good seeing Yule. It's just not the same without his mame of manliness.
Yeah, MP Collector's a great dude, man. Awesome.
Yeah.
Do we make? I don't usually make a Christmas list. Usually, I just pick out
what I want.
Get what I want, and I just order it. I mean, or for Christmas, I don't really make a list.
Are you gonna get anything for Gator?
Yeah. Oh yeah, we get something for Gator all the time.
Gator.
Am I getting anything this year on my list? I don't know. I don't know if there's anything I want, anything in particular.
Isn't it funny, like the excitement kind of dies when you always get everything that you want right away and it's already on pre-order and everything, There's no longer like, what's this gift? Like when you were a kid and you're like, oh my God, I hope I got some Transformers. I remember peeking in my mom's closet and seeing Soundwave. I'm like, oh my God, I got Soundwave coming. Oh my God.
Well, in this household, it's a cold day in hell before my wife gets me a Transformer. I do Christmas lists. Huh?
You still have the wedding combiner?
Yeah, I still do. He has not aged well, by the way. At Prometheus. Yeah, I cleaned him off the other day, stood him up, and he just wanted to slump over like, just do it, man. Just sell me. Do it. No, but I do make a Christmas list for especially the nephews because I don't want to spoil them too much. Mm-hmm. And then, of course, because we have extended family in Canada on the wife's side, I finally, when my wife's father passed away, I had the pleasure of meeting my nephews, and fortunately due to jacked up circumstances, and they're like the coolest kids I've ever met in my life. So I mean, we always try to bless them also, but of course they live in Canada, so it's like $80 a fucking ship a 5-pound box up there.
Yeah.
So, you know, so like making Christmas like lists for other family members. Yeah, I don't really expect any sort of Transformers for Christmas like at all.
Yeah.
So
I don't expect anybody to give me anything, but if I want something, I'll just get it.
When I first started getting back into collecting, like I was watching Transformers Prime and spending $25 on a 25 to 50 on a Voyager. I forget what they were cost. Like 39 were they? I can't remember. But like, you know,
Voyagers were like
25.
yeah,
20,
well, that's New York though, so there's probably like 25, almost 30 after taxes.
Yeah, something like that. I remember that. And I felt so bad about it. I just bought whatever I bought for myself that month. I boxed and put under the tree for myself, so I can get away with buying all that crap.
Oh, look at this! I got a Voyager class Ultra Magnus.
I didn't know.
That is so weird, babe.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's what I do. I mean, I would buy stuff and just wrap it, and Lisa wouldn't let me open it up, so I would just she would wrap it up, and then I would be on the tree. So
I mean, look, if I wrote a Christmas list of what I wanted, Lisa would not know where to get what I wanted.
Oh yeah, no, not at all. Yeah.
If I was like, I want SOC, GX, whatever it is, 88, whatever, Dairuger.
Would you even know what it is, let alone where to get it?
Yeah. So, whatever. No, but I like what Oscar's saying. Like, I write Christmas lists for my kids, like what I plan on getting them, just to make sure I've gotten all the stuff I thought of, stuff like that. I'll ask them to write the lists, stuff like that. But, what are you writing a list? Who are you handing it to? Your mom? I mean, you buy stuff for yourself when you're a grown man. Unless, like I said,
grown ass man.
Unless it's something that you can like hunt for at Target or Walmart or whatever, and your wife goes to Target or Walmart and you can put it on your list, and then maybe if she sees it, she'll pick it up for you. That's interesting. That could work. But the problem is you're hunting too.
Mm-hmm.
So you might get it, and then she got it, and now you just fucked up her present, because you're not gonna not hunt for a figure that is out, and you want to beat some scalper to it. Mm-hmm. You're gonna just leave it up to her to maybe find it? No, you're gonna go out and hunt for it. And so it's kind of like not necessarily a thing you can do nowadays, if you ask me.
Okay. Yeah. The same thing for me. Like, unless there's like, I've given my wife, I'm like, this is what I want. This is where you can get it. If you want to, you can. If not, I guess you don't have to, but it's kind of usually like one of those like I can think of like the Fans Toy Springer. I'm like, this is what I want. This is where you can get it. If you're not gonna get it, let me know so I can get it before it's hard to find. Like stuff like that. But for the most part, like I don't really make a list of anything. So, and my wife's more into just like, let me get you something I thought of that I think you'll like, and that's cool. I like that. So,
yeah, mine does that too. So
mine does too.
What if your wife's like, I got you vintage Transformers and it's some GoBots?
I'm still okay with
it. I would still take it. I would love that.
I'll be like, what, did you get more body wash like you did last year? Because I'm going to need to wash the sin off me.
I love body wash.
Dracar Noir, thank you.
Dracar. I smell like Phoenix Rising.
The last time I asked Kit to get me a Transformer for a gift was Fans Toys Trailbreaker. And that was 3 years ago.
Man, that sucks, Dave. I'm sorry.
I know it's still not out. Maybe one day.
One of these days. I doubt it, but who knows? They put out Hot Rod.
You so much, Greg, that they heard it was on your Christmas list, and they're like, "Stop
we're holding
production."
off on this. Yeah, we're holding off on this one.
Trailbreaker. That's actually interesting though, because I don't even think I would get it. I got that. I've owned all of them at this point that are out, and I got the MMC one again. And
I'm happy with it.
I'm happy with it too. Like, everybody was hyped about the X-Transbots putting out that Toon version, and I was just like, oh god, I gotta figure out a way to get it. And I was like, wait, no, I don't. It's like, I don't have to get this. In my luck, I'd get the one that has the chrome weapons. Mm-hmm. So it's like, there's not really any advantage I can think of to purchasing this. And then the Fans Toys, I mean, what's that going to be, a 3.5-year-old mold?
Yep.
Yeah, it's going to be a hot rod mold.
Yeah, it's like...
big old dong on it.
That's what Jabber
there's no
was.
No reason to really buy this. I still haven't transformed Jabber. I meant to do it last night. And I got sidetracked watching Always Sunny.
I'm afraid to.
It's not that fun. It's not that fun. It's another, Fans Toys. It's like, Transformation's not fun at all. But be careful.
I still have to transform all the Dinobots back to Dino mode to get them on the shelf.
Well, they're fun to transform.
Do it.
You know?
And when I'm done with them, I got to get Motormaster back into Robot, and I got to get, Silverbolt back into Robot.
The last Fans Toys I transformed was Silverbolt, but I've never transformed RC, Cup, Hot Rod, Blur. I transformed Springer. I kind of avoid transforming the Fans Toys ones. I mean, which
I transformed RC into an extra like $15.
Nice.
Than what I paid for, but yeah, that was as close as I came.
Well,
I mean, honestly, if you shook her long enough, she probably just transformed herself.
That may be true.
That's what worries me. Like, if I.
That's against the law.
It's true about a lot of women.
That's against the law. That I have to say that is against the law. Right there.
Well, not if you do it on the Courthouse steps on a Sunday.
I remember Azalea once grabbed the Fans Toys RC and.
You mean Popeyes?
She had her out and freaking her guts are spilling. I'm like, oh my god, what happened? And I was like, oh wait, he just moved her and stuff just started falling out.
Oh damn it, I just moved it.
Yeah.
Well, I just want to say I'm excited and I'm happy for Oscar coming back. Thank you so much for coming back and hanging out with us again. Really appreciate it.
Yes, Oscar, welcome back. Thanks for coming back.
I guess I'm the only one. Whatever.
That'll be $200.
I am great.
$200.
Hey, Oscar.
Yeah. What?
What's black, white, red all over and can't fit through a revolving door?
A penguin in a blender?
A nun with a spear through her head.
Still fucked up.
All right.
So it's time for our last goodbyes here. And thankfully, the show notes have addresses because I don't remember it.
We don't do this anymore.
Oh, well, we are now.
Yes, sir.
So, okay. I have the Gauntlet. Why do you question me?
Mm-hmm.
But do we even have some? Well,
we have to amend the list. We have to change it because some shows are gone, whatever, right?
I mean, all 60 shows that are mentioned here? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, Detox is not around anymore, I don't think, in 8 weeks.
Them one sons of bitch just killed my puppy.
Mm-hmm.
We don't talk about them anymore.
No, we don't.
We usually just do the Ghostbusters theme. I sing Ghostbusters, and then that's it. But we can do whatever you want, Oscar. It's your show now.
Man, I'm going to take this old school for the last time, so just stick to it. So, as always, you're listening to Shatteredcast.com. You can check us out on Facebook, on facebook.com/Shatteredcast, on Twitter @ShatteredCast, and, of course, on our Instagram at Shattered_cast_uncut. We're over 1,600 followers. It's, of course, because Matthew likes to head that, unless he doesn't. I don't know how that works anymore.
Greg does a lot now, too.
All right, good stuff, And remember, be good to yourselves and each other. For the sake of promise, please collect responsibly. And remember, I'm your host, Oscar Alonso, telling you and yours, have a nice day.
Yay.
Shoutouts to Courthouse Network, ROC, Anti-Around, Toy Detox, Plastic Fanatics, Spirit Vultures, Earthrise Radio, and Wigs.
And my personal favorite, the well-established gentleman's show, Stasis Lock.
At Real Robot, at Fear Corpse.
I am Ratchet.
Third-party TF Crashers, and Open Your Toys podcast.
This podcast is intended for mature audiences only. Its sole purpose is to entertain. If it doesn't fit with your sensitive sensibilities, please feel free to turn it now.
Shut the fuck up!